Hey guys, my name is Michael, and today we are back with City Skylines. And it's been some time since last we've played with some friends, so I have a friend along with me right here.
Hey guys, what's up? I'm Searge2142 and I'm here to join Michael on his trip building cities.
Yeah, so we are gonna do kind of a double mirror kind of thing. You guys have seen Searge before, I think. You collabed with me in Sims 4, I guess it was.
Yeah, it's been a while ago actually, but I think it was Sims 4, yeah.
Yeah, and maybe another game. I don't know. Time flies, so.
It does.
But I've deleted all mods, and I haven't deleted all save games. I've just disabled them. I don't want to delete my beautiful cities, but I was thinking we could kind of start off on a fresh here. So yeah, I am rebooting this City Skylines series. I haven't uploaded an episode for a while because I accidentally installed too many mods and my save game kind of fucked up. So
Oh, well, that's unfortunate.
yeah, but hopefully now we are back for more than 6 episodes. Hopefully. Um, so the first and most difficult part is to find the map we were gonna use, because all of these maps are beautiful and, well, I don't know. So let's just kind of skim through them.
Alright, let's see.
So I'm thinking I don't know, just as so that we can kind of memorize these. We can rate these maps from 1 to 10, and then the one with the highest rating is the one we're gonna use. How does that sound?
Yeah, that sounds fine, mommy.
But I guess that's 2 rivers then.
If that's the highest one, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's start. Yeah.
I was gonna say, are we gonna have left-hand traffic or right-hand traffic?
Well, we are not Britons, so we are going to have right-hand traffic.
All right, yeah. It's turned off because I've never played this game, so I can't see if that option is turned on or off.
No. Well, now it's on. Now it's off.
Oh, all right, yeah.
All right.
All right.
But yeah, let's start. So, have you heard about the new expansion pack, Mass Transit, that's coming out very soon?
I haven't. No.
Well, that's kind of the main reason why I wanted to play this again, because Mass Transit is probably the one pack that I've waited for the longest, because it gives you things like monorails and blimps and what do you call them, cable cars and all that kind of fun stuff. So I'm very excited for that, and I kind of want to make a let's play and show it off and all that shit.
Oh, well, that sounds pretty cool, actually.
Yeah.
I do know about a game, actually. It's called Transport Fever, if I remember correctly. It came out recently. It was almost pretty much the same as City Skylines, except instead of building cities, it was all about building trains and airports and stuff, So if they took some inspiration from that for the DLC, then it could probably be really good.
Yeah. I kind of want the ability that you can because subways can only be on the ground. You can't really lift them up to be like monorails. I kind of want to be able to kind of connect different types of rails. And damn, the ambient sounds here are very loud. So that you can kind of make a subway and then turn it into a normal train rail, kind of outside the city. I don't know if you know what I mean.
Yeah. It's kind of what we have in my city here. I for you guys that don't know, I live in Rotterdam, in the Netherlands, and we have a subway, and like in the center of the city, it's underground, but on the outskirts, it's actually above ground. Like when it comes out of the tunnels, it goes it's higher than the actual ground itself, like it's lifted up, and then when it comes to the outskirts, it's actually like on the same surface as cars, on the same level.
Yeah. Okay, so we have our city right here. Kind of getting used to the controls again because I haven't played this game in a very long while. So I think what we're going to do, I always pause the game at the start like this, so that we don't lose too much money, because once we put down roads, we start losing money.
By the way, just a quick question: is it normal that in the beginning of the game it says you have 0 money, or?
Yeah, you start out with nothing. Or I don't know.
Right.
Oh wait, shit. I've kind of forgot to turn. Okay, that's an error, guys. We're gonna quit to main menu. I forgot to turn off creative. That's the problem here.
Yeah, because I was thinking, like you said, we're pausing the game to not lose money, but I was like, we don't have any money.
Like I said, guys, trial and error. I can't promise that this is gonna be a clean let's play. I will make some fuck ups, that's for sure. But you guys can kind of follow along and see how I kind of develop and get better at the game. I guess that's fine, as long as I don't make two major fuck ups. Let's see.
To be honest, they should make an option that during, like when you're actually playing, you could turn that on and off, and it would change it in the game directly instead of having to go back to the menu and stuff.
Yeah, and I don't have it turned on because I'm cheating. I do it because I kind of like being just creative and make a city without having limitations. Alright, so we're gonna make a new game again. Two rivers. Where is it? There it is. Start. I don't know, I might edit some of this out. Because it's just raiding maps and fucking up and all that shit. But, yeah. Or this might be a long episode, I don't know.
We will see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Well, at least we hadn't built half the city yet before we found out we had the...
Yeah, that would be kind of embarrassing, or like, well, you really have to be stupid if you're gonna make 4 entire episodes before you notice it, because money and population is kind of the main thing you're paying attention to, so you will see it, notice it at some point.
Yeah, true.
But I really hope, because my Skyrim videos have a thing for lagging. It doesn't lag when I'm recording, and I always, because I have 2 monitors, so I always keep a track on my OBS and see if it lags there, because sometimes it will lag on OBS even though it doesn't lag in the game, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And it doesn't, but then once I finished recording and the video is exported from OBS, it suddenly has these lag spikes for some reason, and it doesn't happen with games like Vice City Stories, and it didn't happen in the beginning with Skyrim either. So I don't know what could be wrong.
That's weird.
Okay, so here we go. Okay, it does make sense, because I was also kind of scratching my head and thinking, well, I don't remember unlocking that many roads in the beginning, but now I know why. Okay, so let's try this again. 10 units. 10 units. Upgrade this. There we go. And there we go. So we extend 20 units this way.
Yep.
20 units this way. Go up 10 units. 20 units this way. 20 units this way. I don't know if this is the way you do it, but this is my way of doing it. And I think it will generate some money, nonetheless. And that's the most important thing right now, it's money.
Yeah.
Money is the lubricant that drives the world. Oh shit, okay, we have one of those errors here. I really hate that.
What error?
Yeah, well, now you didn't see it, but it kind of, you see those tiles? That's
Yeah.
where you place buildings. Sometimes there are these places where there aren't any tiles for some reason.
Oh yeah, I see.
That
That was weird.
And it always bugs me because I don't know the solution. But now it seems to be okay. There we go, that's better. Okay, we don't want to waste too much money. I think this is enough. And then what we do is that we kind of... Well, first we upgrade these roads here to one way. That might be a good idea. There we go. Okay, so what we're gonna do... We're gonna take residential on this side here. And we're gonna draw... Let's start with this block here. Because the thing is, if you place too many residential zones, the thing is, when people move in, they have a fixed kind of age, if you know what I mean. And if you place too many homes at the same time, people will move in and they will all kind of age at the same rates, and then suddenly you have something called death spike, or I don't know what it's called, but it's called something because a lot of people have seen it in this game, and then suddenly you'd have a very big death rate, like people die from left to right all over the place, and that's not very fun. And we'll
I can imagine it isn't.
Then we place some, what do you call it, commercial here.
Yeah, commercial.
Yeah. You never want to place what do you call it, residential out to the main roads. I don't know if that's just for kind of making it realistic, or if it's actually a pro to not do it. But I don't know. But I think we can start now. There we go.
It probably has something to do with the flow of traffic as well. I mean, I haven't played this game, but I've played the last SimCity from EA, and I knew from that there was always a certain pattern in which you had to place your residential, your industrial, and commercial to make sure you wouldn't get too much traffic jams and stuff, you know.
Yeah, very important. You always want to place your water pumps upstream and your outlets downstream, and I think you can kind of figure out yourself why that's the case.
Oh man, I really wanted to put the dump upstream.
Yeah. It's just like Chocomilk, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So we connect these. I think there is a more proficient way to do this, but I don't know that yet. And we connect these pipes up here. I kind of like to place them along the roads. That's kind of my OCD right there. And let's not forget power.
To be honest, I think placing water pipelines along the road is realistic, because that's what they do in real life as well.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. Again, there might be a more price-efficient way to do this. But if that's the case, I'm sorry. Okay, let's try and make this actually just a little bit beautiful, right? Let's not just be lazy here. Let's see. There we go. So now that we have placed both residential and commercial and industrial, we should start generating money in a little short while, hopefully.
Yeah, well, that would be nice. I mean,
yeah.
If we wouldn't be starting to make money just from this, then we might as well quit right here.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and of course the city is not gonna be called West Valley. That's kind of just the name that we get.
Are we going to come up with a name ourselves, or are we going to ask the people that are watching this to come up with a name?
Well, we can try and ask the people for this episode and see if people will actually comment, but it's pretty rare that people comment because not a lot of people watch my videos. But we can ask the people, see if we get some ideas. Otherwise we will have to get ideas ourselves. So
Yeah.
okay, so we're not generating money right this moment. Maybe it's because, well, demand for residential is kind of high, so we just gonna play some more. The only reason I didn't place that much is because, like I said, we don't want to rush it too much with the residential.
Yeah, that's true.
And this is, of course, like I said, temporary. We'll probably make all this. Then we'll kind of make, I don't know, some place out here. We'll make kind of a village where people can move over, delete all of this shit, and completely reorganize how this area looks.
Yeah.
It might not be the best thing to do economically, but I do want my city to also look good in the future. So,
well, to be honest, if we're at that point where we make, or where we have a few millions of dollars in our, or whatever the currency is in this game, I don't think it matters destroying it all and rebuilding it properly, you know.
Yeah. The currency is called credits, but I just call it dollars. There's no real reason to call it anything else. So, but our money doesn't really look that good right now. But we have a little bit of commercial, not commercial, industrial demand. I'm kind of sailing in my words right now. That's kind of a trait of mine. I can never really pronounce words that well. I don't know if that's gonna stick with me forever, or if at some point in the future I will sound different.
Well, hopefully it will get better, you know. But
yeah,
I mean, I sometimes have the same problem. Like, I am, of course, my native language is Dutch, but I am really good at speaking English. But it's really weird because I have those moments where I just, for no reason whatsoever, can't come up with a good English translation for what I'm actually trying to say, or you know, come up with the right words, and I just fuck it up so badly for no reason, because I know you know, how I need to pronounce it, how I need to say it, which words to use, but for some reason it just doesn't work.
I have that all the time, man. Especially if it's kind of Danish words that doesn't really have a real translation, so you have to find your own kind of translation.
Yeah.
Because here in Denmark we have a lot of things that are exclusive to Denmark, or at least exclusive to Central Europe, kind of, you know, like Denmark and Germany and all that shit. That's not really in any of the English-speaking countries.
Yeah.
Oh, and yeah, I don't know if you've seen City Skylines during nighttime before, because that hasn't always been a part of City Skylines.
I think I've only seen that once or twice.
Yeah, it looks kind of cool at night. But I don't know if we can, if it's possible to disable. Okay, I really want our economy to get better now.
Well, at least we're down from losing 600 a month, I think, to like 300 a month.
Yeah.
Is it a month or is it?
It's a week, I think.
Oh wow!
But there's this counter down here that kind of shows, that kind of, you know, counts.
Yeah.
Maybe it's per day. I don't know. It might be per day.
Let me check it.
You have the luxury of being able to go into in the internet.
Yeah, true.
Let's see. Okay. But yeah, you guys might see sometimes that I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. You might even see some shit happening without I even notice that shit is happening, because I just don't know better.
By the way, I saw a while ago, wasn't too long ago, that they actually added disasters into this game.
Yeah, and I tried it out for a little bit, but I know a lot of people are fans of natural disasters, and I kind of like it being there because it's also kind of just a natural part of the game. But playing around with natural disasters isn't really how I like to play.
No, I remember from when I was playing SimCity, like having natural disasters occur by themselves can be fun and challenging, but I barely ever saw any reason to start them myself, you know, like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
During normal gameplay here, you will get things like forest fires and all that shit, but you won't get fucking meteors that just come blasting down and destroy everything you built. That's something you can control yourself, I guess. But it's always important to have an early warning system, I think it's called, or something like that. Emergency warning system. Because otherwise you will not be warned when something's happened. Like if there's a forest fire over here and you don't see it, you won't get a message that there's a forest fire unless you have an early warning system. So this game is kind of harsh on you.
Yeah, but it could be, you know, that could be a fun challenge.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, we need some more of this. We might extend this way too at some point. It's a lot more easy if you can build from the center, because then you can just extend out. Because right here, there's this border here where you can't build. So
yeah.
Okay, let's see. There we go. And we need more residential, but at least our money's in a plus now. That's good. And we need some commercial here as well. Maybe here as well. Better too much than too little, I guess.
Yeah. So, from which point on do you start adding like emergency services?
It's not really something you can even do yet. It's something you unlock. But I don't remember. I think 400 citizens. That's where we unlock our first milestone. Let's see if that's the 420. Oh shit. 420 no scope. No, wait, that's not it. Well, you know.
That was 420. Blaze it.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, the thing, I really like Paradox because unlike EA games, I don't know if you can kind of, you know, compare it to EA games, but still, they always give out quality games, and you know, it's reasonably priced, and they don't give out like 15 fucking expansion packs that could have been in the original game like they do in EA games. Like I'm a huge fan of Sims 3 and all that, but there's just too many fucking stuff packs and expansion packs.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Right, there we go. Okay, we are in the money now, at least. Okay, so I think it's time that we actually extend further out here. I'm gonna extend this 21 units. And you'll see why in a little bit. Oh, let's see. There we go. Yeah, well, let's live with that for now. And then I place... Oh, and they need... Oh, never mind. I think we need some more power in little minutes. Well, we have 4 Okay, there we go. So now we have healthcare, education, and garbage. That's where I didn't see this pop up. Did it pop up?
I haven't seen it.
No, it usually pops up by itself. But we have garbage, healthcare, education. So that's good. Oops, oh shit. That's not what I wanted to place. I want to place residential. There we go.
That guy's like, hey, I can finally build up my business here, and then while he's building, you need to get out of here.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here, bitch. Okay, so we need some more power. So let's place some more power. So they can shut the fuck up. There we go. I could place a power station, but nah. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing anyway, so... Okay, so we want to place healthcare as soon as possible. Might as well. So let's place it right here. You also get cash bonuses when you unlock milestones, so that's very good.
Oh, that's
Education,
nice. Yeah.
Let's place a school. Let's see. Let's place a school here, actually, by the houses. I know this isn't the best layout, but hopefully I can make it better at some point. But this entire city might actually just be, you know, what do you call it, temporary, just kind of a test city so I can get back on track and learn the controls again and learn the game. And then I can maybe actually start a decent city.
Yeah, yeah. Well, like you said in the beginning, you can always tear it down and build something better, you know.
Yeah.
Once you have the money for it.
The thing is, the audio in the volume in this game is really, I don't know what you can call it, inconsistent. Sometimes it's very low, and some other times it's very fucking loud.
Yeah, I've had that with a few other games as well. That I just keep turning it, or hell, even with my television, that something is loud and then I turn it down, and then a few minutes later it's loud again, even though nobody has touched the remote, and it's still the same program, you know, like.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Let's see, cities radio.
At Banhammer Bank, we want you to trust us with your
I know you
money.
can hear it, but there are radio stations now in this game.
How? It's not funny business.
Oh,
It's
really?
money business.
The problem is this is even more loud, so let us... I'm sorry if it's not that loud for you guys, and you can't hear shit now, but it's pretty loud for me. So I'm just gonna turn it down.
That's the plan, at least. Maybe.
That didn't change anything at all. But it does change if I turn it all the way down, so let's just take it to 25. 20 maybe.
For you. Imagine planting a money
That's a bit better.
and watering it. Hold on. Imagine if you had a money pet and you fed it more money, and after digesting it would okay. You want to go money fishing, so you use a little money to catch a big money. You know, just come in and talk to us. We have even more metaphors that allow us to avoid saying what we really do.
So as long as the money is in the plus, it's better than nothing.
Yeah, that's true, you know.
I don't know, this blur effect, I think it's kind of new. This background blur effect, I don't remember it being there when the game first came out.
Yeah, it could be. Well, to be honest, I've never seen it either in YouTube, in other people's playthroughs that I watched of this, but to be honest, they almost barely ever show the horizon, so...
The thing is, I actually bought this game on launch day, so it's not that I am very unfamiliar with this game. I actually used to be very good at this game. My first city was actually very good, very nice. And when something went wrong with the save game, I was destroyed. My heart was broken, you know.
Yeah.
Because it was a very consistent city. It had a lot of citizens, a big population, I guess you can say. A very consistent economy. It looked beautiful, had very beautiful buildings, all that kind of stuff. But then the death spike happened where a lot of people started dying. And the thing is, when people die, they will stay in the apartment where they died until someone picked them up. And the traffic was very huge because there were a lot of hearses. So hearses couldn't get to the places where the dead people needed to be picked up. So the neighbors started complaining and moved out. So that gave me even less of a population. So people started moving out.
Oh wow.
And then the buildings without people became abandoned, and then the people living in buildings next to them, they started complaining because there were unclean buildings next to them and all that shit.
Yeah.
I can hear I'm not really explaining it that well, but hopefully you understand.
I know what you mean. It just, instead of getting better, it just got worse and worse.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. Oh shit, this fills an entire block, man. But it is important to have. So there we go. The only thing is that if you have a landfill that's filled up, you can't remove it unless you have emptied the site.
Oh.
And I know for sure that we're gonna need to move this at some point, so that's gonna be a little bit of a pain, but...
Yeah, I remember from when I played SimCity, and I'll probably be comparing a lot of things to SimCity because, you know, as I've said before, I've never played this game, but SimCity is kind of the only reference I have. Is that if you could make landfills there as well, and you could actually remove them if they were full, but if you removed them when they were full, like all the trash would basically just go into the ground and pollute the whole area around it. So if you had like I don't know, small rivers or something going through that, it would all get contaminated, you know.
Yeah.
Which was kind of a good mechanic, if to be honest.
One thing I like about SimCity is the amount of detail. When you zoom in on a building that's getting built, you can actually see small people actually building the houses and all that shit. That's not something they have in this game, but that's not nearly enough for SimCity 2015 to be good. Or was it 14? I don't know.
I think it was 14.
Yeah. Time flies.
Well, yeah, it does. Well, the only reason really that I haven't bought City Skylines, in my opinion, is because it doesn't have multiplayer. And I know the multiplayer that SimCity 2014, I guess, had wasn't really a good multiplayer, but it was better than nothing, you know.
Yeah.
And for me, City Skylines not having a multiplayer, for me, that it basically makes it not worth getting, because then I might as well just go play SimCity, you know.
Yeah.
It's the same deal. It's the same. Well, I wouldn't say the same game, but almost the same.
Yeah. City Skylines is just better. That's the way it is.
Well, I agree with you there. City Skylines is a lot better, especially with the way traffic works, because I remember that in SimCity, traffic was so hard to get it down proper, you know. But yeah, like I say, it's City Skylines is a really good game, but because there's no multiplayer, I'll probably not get it in a long time.
Okay, just 14 more people and we have the next milestone completed.
And what do we get for the next milestone?
We'll see in just a little bit. I forget myself, so
yeah.
Oh, this music is very relaxing. Well, you can hear it, but
I can't hear it. No.
It's better than the main soundtrack, because that's just too intense. This is very relaxing.
Is the main soundtrack? Is it like repeating over and over, or do they
Yeah,
have...
well, there are like 8 tracks or something, and they repeat over and over. Okay, here we go. We can buy more land. We have districts now, which is very good. Politics, loans. Hopefully, we don't need to take loans. District specializations. We have all this shit. Forestry specialization. Our agriculture. We're gonna need that in the future. Emergency services, police department, unique buildings. That's very cool.
Looks good.
So the police station and the firehouse. Firehouse? Well, I guess it's because it's small. It's a small fire department and not a main fire department.
Yeah.
Just like this over here. I think it's a clinic and not a hospital. Yeah, it's a clinic. I think with that milestone, I think this is a good place to end this episode here. I don't know if it will be short for you guys, but it's 40 minutes for us. Mainly because we fucked up at the beginning and we kind of need to kind of get into the game again. But this is a very good pilot episode. So I hope you enjoyed this first episode at WAF. Well, I don't know if you can call it a season 2 or just a season 1 rebooted, but definitely looking forward to making more episodes for you guys. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you in the next one. So bye.
Alright guys, see ya.